Hello and welcome to the Calmcast, a time to feel calm and think clearly. I'm Claire Downham, the Queen of Calm, a transformational life coach. I was a burnt out head teacher who finally made the journey to calm after years of trying, and I want to prevent you from having to do the same. The Calmcast is a series of short explorations, gently guiding you back to your natural state, which is calm and clarity. Just listen like you would listen to music, with an open mind and curiosity. There's nothing else to do. Now let's relax into today's episode. So today I'm talking about accessing feelings in the outside world, which is something that we all do, like all the time. If you can hit me with a behaviour that you think happens in any other way, I'd be really interested to hear it. The misunderstanding about where our feelings are coming from underpins every single part of our behaviour, all day, every day. Now, the two behaviours that I have chosen to discuss today may have you reeling, because I've basically said drinking wine every night is the same as meditating every day. Now, I know I'm not an idiot. I'm not crackers. Well, some days I am. That drinking wine every night is not healthy for your physical body. Meditating is much healthier for your physical body. I don't think anybody ever died meditating or gave themselves liver cirrhosis or put on loads of weight because they were meditating, unless they were maybe meditating all day every day and didn't move enough. But anyway, that's just being facetious and silly, which I sometimes like to do, you may have noticed. But it's not the effect on the body that I'm talking about here. I'm talking about the perceived effect on how we feel, because we're talking today about accessing feelings in the outside world. So I remember very well when I was a head teacher, and I've never been a big drinker. It's never been a thing of mine, really. I'd be more a chocolate eater than a drinker when I'm not feeling okay. Food would have been more the thing I turned to. But I had a lot of colleagues who would refer to the end of the school day as wine o'clock. I had, my staff in my own school and other teachers, head teachers, and people who I came across out there in the world when I was associating with those other head teachers. Wine o'clock was a thing. I think it probably isn't the only profession. Teaching probably isn't the only profession where wine o'clock is a thing. And the perception that, of course, those head teachers and teachers had was that when they got home from work, they felt stressed, they felt wound up, and they got relief from drinking wine. That was the perception anyway, that wine made them feel better. And the issue with that, of course, is that that's not good for you physically, healthy-wise, but also it's coming from a misunderstanding about where your feeling's coming from. Your feeling of stress is created by your perception, by your thinking, and so it is the lack of the thinking, the stressful thinking, that will bring you to calm. And of course, the process of, buying a bottle of wine, opening a bottle of wine, pouring it, drinking it, sitting down, taking a breath, probably, just doing that. Well, that's just a shift in perception. It's a shift in thinking. So that's why when you reach out for that glass of wine, you start to feel better even before the chemicals could have possibly had that effect. There's generally a sense of, there's that kind of bringing yourself in the present moment, maybe enjoying that first taste of wine, and our thinking, therefore, being focused on the moment much more. And then not thinking about the job anymore, and therefore not feeling stressed. It's that simple. Now, meditation comes from the same misunderstanding. It's trying to access calm. Let's just talk about calm. Well, why not? I'm the queen of calm. Let's say it's calm that people are trying to access, but it's trying to access that calm from a misunderstanding about where your feelings are coming from in the first place. It can look like, with things like meditation, that you are creating calm. I think it's really different if you are coming from a really deep understanding that your feelings don't come from the outside world, and that you enjoy the space that meditation creates for you. You enjoy the process of accessing your inner calm, which is what's really happening. The issue is that I don't think most people are meditating from that place. I speak to people all the time who have meditated, and their perception is that they are gaining calm. I get calm by meditating. I am calmer now because I meditate. Those kinds of things. So it really does look like it's the meditation that's creating a better feeling. And it's not. And the issue is that if we keep believing that our feelings are coming from the outside world, whether that's our unpleasant feelings or the nicer feelings we're trying to get, if we keep thinking they're coming from the outside world, we'll keep acting in the outside world in ways that perhaps are not as healthy as as we might like them to be. Because it's just reinforcing the misunderstanding. So it could be an interesting, irony, I suppose, that somebody who is doing a lot of meditation may well be doing lots of other things in the outside world that are not good for them, because the meditation is just reinforcing the misunderstanding. Oh, I get calm when I meditate. Right, well, I can stop feeling stressed, or I can, stop feeling angry by shouting at somebody. Or, that because the mix-up is the mix-up. The misunderstanding is the misunderstanding. And that, to me, seems to be the problem with the whole world, is that we misunderstand where our feelings come from. And it doesn't really matter what form that takes, in a way, because it's really the misunderstanding that's causing the problem. Like, I'm even having a little bit of an insight about that the more we are told and are encouraged to believe or seek outside of us our feelings, the more we will keep doing that, and maybe not in the most healthy ways. Whereas, what is the truth about a feeling? Well, it's essential, is the first thing that I encourage you to get curious about. It's essential. Your emotional state, your feelings, are your only guide to let you know whether your thinking is helpful right now. This morning, Bruce and I had a little disagreement because I thought he hadn't told me properly what he was up to today, and I noticed his voice raising, and I just said, "How are you feeling right now, darling?" And he said, "I'm feeling frustrated." And I said, "Yeah, but you're speaking to me from that frustration." At one point, I just said, "Are we in a fit state to have this conversation? Or would we be better trying to get clarity over this particular issue keeps coming up? So would we be better just talking about it later, just leaving it and coming back to it later when we're both in a better state of mind?" Because it was really where I was a bit frustrated, he was a bit frustrated, and then therefore having that awareness that your thinking's not trustworthy in any moment is so helpful, because it just allows you to go, "Oh, hang on a minute, maybe not, maybe not say that, maybe just hold back, just take a breath, just, pause, And it's the same with everything. If you're feeling off and you think the answer is to do something, the thought of what to do will be coming from that off thinking. And that's why we do rubbishy things to ourselves and other people. That's why we binge or, take drugs or whatever else, or shout at the people we love. It's because we don't understand where our feelings are coming from. When you realize that you have this amazing wisdom always guiding you to know what your state of mind is, it doesn't make quite so much sense to act from that place. And then you don't need to do anything about your feelings except listen to them. Listen to the guidance they're giving you. And once you do that, they actually pass really quickly anyway, because all they're trying to do is give you a little warning. They say, hey, watch out, you're thinking this, it's here in your body. You can feel it. Give it a minute. This is not the thinking from which to do to yourself or to others. So we fundamentally can't access feelings, better feelings in the outside world. But they are always inside you, those wonderful feelings, because that's what you're made of, really. And when you're not caught up in that thinking, they're always there, because you're diamond. You are a diamond. You're made of diamond. Unbreakable, unshakable peace, love, and wisdom. So enjoy living from that place today, I would say. Lots of love. Thank you so much for listening. There's nothing to do now but bring some awareness to how this is working out in your life. Listen regularly to experience longer and longer periods of calm. This has been the Calmcast with Claire Downham, Queen of Calm. Take care and keep listening.